Due to the impact of COVID-19, we're currently facing a new reality with expansive change happening every single day. You might be struggling to know what to lean into right now. Jodie Baker, founder of Heal You, has created the Corona Insights podcast to help ease your information overwhelm. Jodie is consuming, filtering, and sharing vast information from many sources she's validated over years of experience, so you can quickly stay up to date with these short podcasts. Jodie uses her natural intuitive abilities to help you get up to speed on the invisible possibilities ahead and integrate the new corona reality we are living in.
Hey healers, how's the reprioritizing going? It's quite amazing to watch, all this stuff that's going on and watching what people are prepared to let go, and you're just watching all of the non-essentials just slipping away. Things that you could never have even dreamt of happening, a few short months ago are happening. I mean, I suppose what sparked this thought for me was listening to Eddie Maguire talking about how footy players are going to all take 50% pay cuts. Now, straight away you might be thinking, who cares about footy, blah, blah, blah. But it just makes me sort of see, communally where we're at. We're beginning to be grateful for much smaller things. And it's just the beginning. Like, you can see where that's going to lead to. It's going to lead to everybody focusing in on what is important and what isn't. Just having enough money to survive is going to be enough. We don't need that extra bit of money to buy this handbag that, we just don't need, and that we know that we're way, way, way overpaying. Like, if you look at, let's talk about the footballers, for example, and their wives and girlfriends. And I'm not making judgment on them. I'm just pointing them out because you can see them on Instagram. So that's probably, one way of highlighting the Instagram problem, because often sporting people's wives are flaunting all that type of superfluous crap that we don't need on Instagram, because you're not following just general people usually, okay? So just let me get that out of the way. I'm not laying judgment. But all that's going to go. Like, I really feel that, people are going to get less connected to watching people on Instagram flaunting rubbish that we don't need, because it's going to seem in really poor taste. People just need food, shelter, warmth, each other, love, honesty, commitment, and freedom. I just sort of made them up on the spot. I'm sure there's lots of other things, but they're the things that I'm getting downloads from right now to talk about. That's all we really, really need. And, for years, I suppose we've known that deep down in our hearts, but we haven't been able to walk towards that, only because we're being bombarded with all of this marketing and this hypnotism, and the forces are definitely against us. Like, it's not our fault. There's just no way that anyone stood a chance to not be the level of consumers that we are, that we're sacrificing all of our spare time and will in a job that we hate to buy things we don't need. I don't think that we ever had a chance, especially the young people. They never had a chance. And then what happens is the young people, and I'm talking about new to the workforce, they're on Instagram. They're, a lot of people don't have very much self-worth. It's a very common problem. And they get on Instagram and straight away they see pictures of other people who they get trained subconsciously to feel like they're going to have self-worth if they have the same things as they have or look like they do. So if you don't look like that person who looks perfect with their smashed out lips and all that type of thing, then you're not worthy. Okay, so that's going to go. That's going. I'm sure it's going. People are just going to be grateful to be alive. And that sounds a bit dramatic, but this is... 1 or 2 weeks ago, we had one death, and everyone's still sort of talking about it's not killing very many. Well, let me tell you, the official numbers of infection rate are doubling every 4 days. What does that look like in 1 month's time? Just look at the other countries. So I'm not trying to be down and gloomy, but it is reality. So we're going to be happy to be alive. But anyway, healers, it's about reprioritizing, and it's about impermanence, about letting everything go. Don't get attached to things. Don't get attached to things that aren't real, that we don't need. Just don't get attached to things. I'll see you later.
Thank you for listening to this podcast. And if you'd like more information on Jodie and her work as a self-healing mentor, please go to www.healyou.me.